I say this all the time, and it's the truth. I never know the results until I read them on stage. And I am always shocked by mind-blowing results. And that was the case when Arthur came on to find out who was responsible for the death of his 5-month-old son. Take a look.
I went to the hospital and they put me, my child, and him in a room for like a few hours. And I had no clue what was going on. And then finally they came to me, DCF and the police came to me. And they were like, your son's on life support, basically, that we think that it was shaken baby syndrome. And I just dropped. I was like, what are you talking about? I said, when I left I'm sorry. I said, when I left the house, my son was alive. I gave him a bottle. I put my other kid in the bed, and that was it. I left. I said, I'll be back. Just give me a little bit, and I'll be back. And so finally, they let me see my son. And you see your son, when you see your son with tubes coming out of him, it's heartbreaking. I dropped to my knees in the middle of the hospital. I'm like, what's going on? What happened? So DCF questioned me and Quentin together. And he told them a story which didn't even make sense. But he told them that he left my kids alone in the house. Now, why would you leave?
To get a beer.
Right.
When he tells you he left the house and left your children alone, what ran through your mind?
You're an idiot. And I sat at St. Mary's all night. And finally they came and told me that my son had no brainwaves. And that he wasn't coming back. And everything just crashed. I didn't know what to do. I just couldn't move. I couldn't do anything.
What do you think happened?
I truly believe my son was crying. And him drinking, I've seen him be violent when he's drunk. I've seen it several times.
With the kids?
No, just with other people.
Okay.
And I believe my son was crying and he couldn't take it. And he shook him or did something to him.
So you took a lie detector test,
yeah.
But you're saying it's more you want to find out what Quentin did. Now, Quentin was not the biological father of this little boy, passed away.
No.
The boy's father is Arthur. Tell me about Arthur.
Arthur was incarcerated at the time.
At the time this happened?
Yes, so he got incarcerated right before I found out I was pregnant with Aiden.
Arthur, you're obviously here under a very difficult situation, and you lost your son, and how did you hear the news?
It was locking time the next day now. I said, yo, I know something ain't right, so I had called DCF. That was on the 14th, and notified DCF, can you please check on my children? I believe my baby mother is getting high. I said, her voice sound blurry and slurry. Can you please check on my children? Now, the thing that pisses me off, if DCF had listened to me the first time when they made contact with Jessica and followed the protocols, my son would have been alive right now.
Did you ever hit Jessica's son?
No.
Ever shake the baby?
No.
Was the baby crying and irritating you?
No, when he cry, I give him the bottle. It don't irritate me.
Okay. She thinks that maybe the baby was crying and that you used violence to shut the baby up.
No, I would never do that.
Arthur never even got to hold his son before the child tragically died. And we were all ready to find out who was responsible for this senseless crime. It's time for the results. Take a look. On or about March 26, 2017, did you cause any of the injuries to your 5-month-old son? You answered no. On or about March 26, 2017, did you witness Quentin cause any injuries to your 5-month-old son by striking him or shaking him? You answered no. Did you ever strike your 5-month-old son causing marks, bruises, or injuries? You answered no. The results came back all the same to each question, and they came back that Jess told the truth. We asked them, on or about March 26, 2017, did you shake Jess's 5-month-old son? You answered no. On or about March 26, 2017, did you cause any of the injuries to Jess's 5-month-old son? You answered no. On or about March 26, 2017, did you witness anyone else cause any injuries to Jess's 5-month-old son by striking him or shaking him? You answered no. Did you ever strike Jess's 5-month-old son, causing marks, bruises, or injuries? You answered no. The results came back all the same to each question, and it came back that Quentin did not tell the truth. I can't imagine, despicable human being that you are. Get the hell off my stage.
Can't you sit there and cry?
Sit there and cry!
What?
Kayla kicked Raphael out of their house after one of her twin daughters said he touched her inappropriately. But there was much more to this story. Watch this.
Well, my daughter came to tell me, Steve. You know, she came to me and she told me that she calls him Gandhi. She came to me and she told me that not touched her, you understand? He kissed her on her cheek and he
Right there, Steve, I was completely in shock. I didn't know what the hell to say, because that girl's never, ever, ever said anything about me like that. And I already know how she is with her kids. Steve, she's very prejudiced against males.
She always says
You always
no.
come back
She always
and
says
you
no.
always tell her, oh, did they touch you there, this and that?
I tell her
always
that,
tell her
okay,
that
I don't,
all the
okay,
time.
but I don't,
Aren't you putting something in her head then?
I felt, like I said, I felt like on some part it is my fault because I could be programming that in her head.
Do you think he's gonna pass?
I hope he does.
No, I'm not answering that. Do you think he's going to pass or fail? The more the story unfolded, the more I began to suspect that something did not add up. Raphael came here and he took a lie detector test. And we asked him, did you ever touch either of Kayla's daughters for your own sexual gratification? He answered no, and the results of his lie detector test is that Raphael told the truth.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Kayla took a lie detector test. And we asked Kayla, are you fabricating the story that your daughter said that Raphael touched her inappropriately? She answered no. Did you coach your daughter to say that Raphael touched her inappropriately? She answered no. The results came back the same to each one of those questions, and it came back that Kayla did not tell the truth.
Oh my God, please tell me it's a lie, please tell me. Oh my God.
That is bad.
Oh my God, why? Oh, what the happened? Oh my God.
How y'all gonna do that?
What are you
You
saying?
don't play like that.
Tell me, what are you saying?
You don't. You don't.
Okay.
You don't.
Because-
that's very messed up. Because how is it that I coach my daughter? That's coaching is when I tell my daughter say this,
Yeah, I know what coaching
and I
is.
never coached my daughter.
But you
Please
failed
tell
for
me
it.
that you're lying.
Mira, eso es mentira. Eso es mentira.
Kayla, please.
Eso es mentira. Tú sabes, vamos, yo voy a pagar por uno. I will not make up something like that for what?
How do you stay in a relationship like this when she will make an accusation, which to me is almost
Mira,
as bad as
yo me voy.
you murdered
Yo me
somebody,
voy.
right?
Yo me voy.
If she
Yo
went
me
to the
voy.
police and they believed you and sent you away, you'd be going to jail for a long time.
Time until all of this is solved.
So how do you go back to that?
I've never even felt the vibe from her on try to do something like that.
Yes, you have.
On try to like make something up to tell the girls, no.
No, but I'm saying the way she is with the
The way
kids,
she
that
is-
you have to feel scared anytime you hug the child.
I feel scared even when I'm around them.
Who lives like that, Raphael? Who lives like that? This doesn't surprise me. Will your freedom ever be threatened again? Because that's what this is, threatening your freedom. Because even if you're innocent, you get locked up, guess what? You're probably not going to get bail for that.
That's like murder to me.
Right. But that's evil, right?
We both was gonna come out innocent.
But she failed. And that just puts you in a really dangerous position.